Hey, good evening. This is me again. Hey, I'm not even going to talk about election because this election is done. This old man, Trump, is gone. I mean, he stopped presenting because I think the Republicans don't want to have to do damage control because every time that motherfucker opens his mouth, guess what? He spews dumb shit. He has not lost cognitive ability. I mean, he's not losing it. He has lost it. He has nothing left. Today I heard something, and I'm gonna play it for you guys because it just astounds me. He's talking about getting rid of the Department of Education because they're funding sex change operations in the school. He was up in the Bronx at the barber shop over the weekend, and this is what he had to say. I mean, it's hard to believe. If you ask me, it's total bullshit. But here he is.
Operations, they take your kid. There are some places, your boy leaves the school, comes back, a girl. Without parental consent.
What an idiot!
What is that all about? That's when they talk about a threat to democracy, they're a threat. Could you imagine without parental consent? At first, when I was told that was actually happening, I said, it's an exaggeration. No, it happens.
So that's him talking about without parental consent, sex change operations happening in the school. Your boy goes to school in the morning, comes home that afternoon, and guess what? He's not a boy anymore, he's a girl. Sex change operations take weeks, if not months, to perform. How are we doing this in one day? Honestly, this is total crock of shit. This guy is a nut. You cannot vote for him. On top of being a traitor and all this shit that he's, 34 indictments for felonies that he's been convicted of. Now, traitor, you're going to say, oh, January 6th was a love fest. But fuck no, it was a coup d'etat. They tried to overthrow our elected government and put him in charge. Those fuckers need to be in jail at least. We do have crimes in this country, but treason is punishable by death still. And I think they should all be put to death, including Trump. That's my opinion. Doesn't bring anybody else into play. But the organizers for the coup and the people who committed the coup all should not be here today. Trump number one. Now we're getting sex change operations in school. This is by far the biggest fantasy that I've heard out of his mouth. I mean, before it was the Democrats are eating babies out of a pizzeria, out of the basement. They didn't even have a fucking basement. The dogs and cats in Springfield. Guess what? Now he's changing it to gooses. Oh, pardon me, he doesn't know how to say gooses. He says gooses, but it's geese. Multiple geese. What a tool. Women. He is proud about, women don't say anything when I grab their taint. Their pussies, as he calls them. Come on. What type of man grabs a woman's pussy? Not a man at all. Honestly, this guy is not a man. He's not a human. He's definitely not a fucking American. And he's not a god. God, no, not a second coming of Jesus either. Like some of these churches out there are putting him up as. They've got him on the cross. They've got pictures of him doing all this shit. I've been driving around Georgia, North Georgia, is a very Trump-friendly place outside the city. And guess what? People got this banner of Trump like in a Superman costume with laser beam eyes. And he's coming for you. It is such a crock of shit. People, it's election time in 2 weeks. If you hear this, which there's no guarantee you do, and if you started listening to this, you may have already said, oh, this guy's a fucking nut job. But I do have my head about me. I don't spout off bullshit like Trump. And you've got to remember, we need to make America whole again. MAGA is gone. It's done. It's obsolete. It's finished. Get the fuck out of here. Take Trump with you. He can slither away like the snake he is. We don't want you, old man. We don't need you, fucking crazy bastard. Go away. Nobody needs you. Bye.